What's going on, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of the Trade for Yourself podcast, where my mission here is very simple. I just want to help you learn how to trade and invest in the stock market for yourself. So make sure you please subscribe. Make sure you listen to this episode from start to finish. I promise you, you will not regret it. Please note that anything discussed in this episode is not financial advice, so please do your own research before investing into any stock. In this particular episode, we're going to be talking about how to pick a brokerage account. And in order to do this, I want you to listen to a clip that I did on my IG Live. If you want to listen to me on IG Live and follow the things that I talk about on Instagram, follow me at Mr. Devon Elder, MrDavonElder. Let's cut the fluff out. Let's get right into it. What's the best brokerage for stocks? All of them have their different functions, right? All of them do different things. Some brokerages are good just for buy and hold. Some are good just for trading. Robinhood it's a good brokerage. It's a brokerage account. Like, I'm just going to be 100% honest. Like, look, when I first got to the market, me and my guys, we used to say that Robinhood was responsible for robbing the hood, right? Because of, the things that were coming out. But at the end of the day, it's still a brokerage house. Like, I have no problem with you having Robinhood, and you can buy a lot of stocks in Robinhood. The only issue with Robinhood is the lack of the customer service. Okay, it's the lack of the customer service. You can't have any customer service there. Now, if you want to put some money there, I have no problem with you doing that, because you can buy a stock with anything. But this is the thing: you want your brokerage account to be working for you. What do I mean by that? TD Ameritrade, which Charles Schwab just bought them. Charles Schwab, E-Trade, Fidelity. All of these particular brokerage houses have 24/7. They have 24/7, 365 automated phone service. So if you have a question about how to use the app, about how to put money onto an account, about how to make a trade, about anything related to the stock market, you can call them up. And the representative that you get connected to will put you with the people that you need in order to be able to answer your question, right? We're dealing with big money here, y'all. We're dealing with big money. And we need to be working with people that are willing to work with us, okay? If I'm putting my money into E-Trade, or I'm putting my money into Fidelity, right? This is what I'm telling you. I am a client of theirs. If I am a client of theirs, guess what? That means they are working for me. And if you're offering it 24/7, why wouldn't I do it? I remember one night I was trying to move some things around. I got a Charles Schwab account. I called up there. It was like 11 o'clock at night on a Friday. It was 11 o'clock at night on a Friday. I called them up. They answered the phone. So if they got the services, use the services. Have diversification. Have your money in different brokerage accounts, right? Have different brokerage accounts for different reasons, okay? For long-term investing, Fidelity is great. Charles Schwab is great for long-term investing. For trading, you might want to look at E-Trade. If you're doing some swing trading, E-Trade might be one you might want to look at. If you're doing swing trading, /day trading, Webull, Webull, that's one you might want to look at. If you have interest in borrowing from your portfolio and things of that nature, M1 Finance may be one you might want to look at. Charles Schwab might be one you might want to look at. Fidelity might be one you want to look at. If you want to start borrowing money from your portfolio, there's so many things that you need to understand in this game. Have a brokerage account that's designed to do multitudes of different things, all right? That's what I'm saying, okay? Have brokerage accounts that are designed to do a multitude of different things. That's going to help you out, and that's going to be very, 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 very important. Money move 24/7. They better move 24/7. That's a fact. You put your money in there, right? The money's going around, right? Like, everything is moving around 24/7. You are 100% right. So if they're working for you, they need to be working for you, y'all. Okay, they gotta be working for you, and I appreciate you asking that question, because I just want people to understand that. I just don't want everybody to get wrapped up so much into the brokerage situation. Just start, do what you need to do, make it happen, learn. And I'm glad you learned something new today. I'm glad you learned something new today. So to sum all this up, I'm gonna give you guys 5 brokerage accounts to use and what they're good for. Number 1, Fidelity. Fidelity is very, very good for long-term investing, finding research reports in order to be able to analyze stocks and be able to borrow against your portfolio. Number 2, E-Trade. E-Trade is very, very good for swing trading, good for long-term investing as well, and being able to research stocks. Number 3, Charles Schwab. Charles Schwab is very, very good for long-term holds, specifically dividend stocks and other stocks as well, and being able to borrow against your portfolio. Number 4, TD Ameritrade. I like TD Ameritrade a lot for long-term holds and the ability to be able to use Thinkorswim. Side note, remember this, Charles Schwab just purchased TD Ameritrade, so all of those interfaces are going to be going over to Charles Schwab. And number 5, Webull. Webull is a great app that you can utilize to trade stocks, day trade, and swing trade, even long-term trading, and also the ability to be able to chart. At the end of the day, do not have analysis paralysis in terms of selecting a brokerage. All brokerages have pros and cons at the end of the day. The larger brokerage have 24-hour services, so you can call them and you can get any question about stocks, anything related to the stock market, anything related to their particular brokerage. You can call them 24/7 and they can answer your question. Also, the larger brokerages have better services and they have more services, from Roth IRAs, if you're transferring from your job, Roth IRAs, traditional IRAs, credit cards, debit cards. They're banks, so there's so many different things that you may be able to do with a larger brokerage, right? Smaller brokerages are good because they have the easy to use interfaces, so they're very, very easy to use, but they don't have a lot of those services. You may not be able to call up, you may only be able to email people, and you may not be able to get the questions answered that you need, so it may take you longer to move money around and you won't have the wide array of services. But remember, every single brokerage is supposed to be utilized for specific purposes. So just remember the brokerages that I said, and just remember what they're good for, and you'll be ready to go. Get you a brokerage, start buying you some stocks, get into the stock market at the end of the day. As always, I appreciate you all for tapping into another episode of the Trade for Yourself podcast. Please like, please subscribe. Make sure you hit that notification bell so you can be in the know every single time that I drop an episode. Reach out to me in the comments and let me know what your favorite brokerage is if you are already in the stock market, and reach out to me in the comments and let me know which brokerage you're going to start with and start buying some stocks. As always, remember, don't pay for it, trade for it. I'm going to tap in with y'all in the next episode.